There are motorcycles that shake the road, and then there are machines that redefine what it means to ride. The Honda RC 213 Volts S doesn't just belong to the second category, it is the category. Imagine a motorcycle born in the intense fires of MotoGP competition, a creature forged with speed, precision, and pure aggression. Then imagine that same beast tamed just enough to be legal for the street. That's not a fantasy, that's the RC 213 VS. A dream unleashed, a racer's heartbeat cast in carbon and titanium. This is not a motorcycle you buy just to ride, it's one you commit to like a religion. The RC 213 Volts S isn't just fast, it's something sacred. Derived directly from the MotoGP championship-winning RC 213 Volts, it brings race-spec DNA to your garage. Every single part of this machine speaks the language of the track. Carbon fiber fairings, titanium bolts, aerospace-grade magnesium parts, seamless performance flow, and aerodynamics tested in the crucible of global racing. This isn't some sport bike with a fancy badge, it is the actual race bike, only slightly altered to survive the laws of the street. It's as if Honda said, "You want the same bike Marquez rides? Then here it is, no compromises. Fire it up," and the growl of that V4 engine doesn't just echo, it shakes you. We're talking about a 999cc V4 engine, positioned with the precision of a sniper and tuned with the soul of an orchestra. In standard street trim, it delivers about 157 horsepower, but unlock the optional HRC race kit, and it jumps into another dimension, over 215 horsepower of raw, screaming force, with electronics pulled straight from the grid. This isn't power you merely use, this is power you fight to control. It's brutal, it's beautiful, it's everything a true rider dreams of in the dead of night. And it weighs almost nothing. Just 170 kilograms in race trim. That's lighter than most 600cc bikes on the road today. Every gram has been hunted down and stripped out for speed. From carbon fiber bodywork to a titanium exhaust, from magnesium wheels to a minimalist seat, this bike is pure efficiency. It's the closest you'll ever come to flying without leaving the ground. But what really separates the RC 213 VS from anything else ever built is its exclusivity. Honda didn't mass-produce this weapon. Only about 213 units were made worldwide, each hand-assembled in a sterile environment by technicians who build MotoGP bikes. Each component is inspected and fitted with the care of a surgical procedure. Every bike is a masterpiece. No shortcuts, no assembly line, just excellence. And the price? This is where dreams cost. When it launched, the RC 213 Volts S came with a jaw-dropping base price of around $184,000 USD. That's before taxes, before shipping, and before the optional race kit that unlocks its true potential. Add that, and you're soaring over the $220,000 mark. But if you're the kind of rider this bike is built for, then you know, this price isn't just for a bike. It's for MotoGP in your garage. This is history. This is technology no other street machine dares to offer. And then, there are the hidden details, the things Honda doesn't scream about but quietly included for those who know. The chassis geometry is lifted straight from the GP bike. The Öhlins suspension, race-bred. The Brembo brakes, track spec with terrifying stopping power. The electronic systems, including launch control, traction control, and engine braking maps, are programmable for each rider's unique style. And the ride-by-wire throttle, precise enough to feel like an extension of your own nervous system. The clutch, too, is a work of art, seamless, light, and responsive. The gear ratios are spaced for aggressive acceleration, and if you have the race kit, you'll get a Quickshifter and data logging tools that let you analyze lap after lap like a real GP team. The frame, hand-welded from aluminum, is stiffer than anything street legal, designed to corner like it's reading your mind. Even the foot pegs, the levers, and the switchgear are milled with obsessive perfection. What makes the RC 213 VS so hauntingly beautiful is not just the performance, not just the sound, but the soul behind it. It doesn't want to cruise or flex. It wants to destroy. This isn't the kind of bike you bring to a cafe or show off at a car meet. This is the kind of bike you trailer to the track, suit up like a soldier, and ride like it's the last thing you'll ever do. It asks for respect. It punishes arrogance. But if you treat it right, it rewards you with the kind of euphoria that only a few humans have ever felt. There's no rider mode for comfort. No place for a pillion. No space for compromise. This bike isn't here to carry groceries or show off your new helmet. It's a monster in disguise, wearing just enough street-legal camouflage to stay out of prison. And when you let it loose, the road vanishes. The world blurs. You don't think. You react. You don't steer. You command. Corners become artwork. Acceleration becomes poetry. And braking becomes your test of faith. The Honda RC 213 volts S is the final word in street-legal racing machines. Other brands talk about race DNA. Honda delivered it. This isn't inspired by the track. It is the track. It's a one-way ticket to motorcycling's Mount Olympus. It's what happens when engineers are told not to worry about money, or comfort, or practicality, but to build the greatest motorcycle ever made. They succeeded. If you ever see one in person, stand back. You're looking at the Holy Grail. If you ever get to hear one roar, remember the sound. It's the closest thing to MotoGP thunder the street will ever allow. And if you're lucky enough to ride one, then congratulations. You've just become one of the few humans alive who know what it's like to grip the edge of perfection.